Good afternoon everyone, I hope you're doing fantastic. In this video what I'm going to be showing you is two cold email techniques. Now one of them is going to be the way that I teach, and it's probably the best way to go about it. Now this is probably the most powerful in the first 3 months. So in theory what you want to be doing is going into the market and you want to be contacting companies that are actually recruiting for people. So this is where the demand is at the moment in the marketplace, not going to companies that are not advertising actively for the roles. Now, there's good things and bad things about it. So if someone's advertising on Indeed, that means they're more likely to be contacted by recruitment agencies. But the good thing is they actually have a need, so they're more likely to engage with you. If you contact companies that are not engaged with you or not actively advertising, chances are they're going to say, no, we're not interested, we're not even hiring now. But when they actually are hiring, there's a less chance that you're more likely to be working just exclusively with that client, and you're more likely to make money. So there's a better quality of client on the other side should you contact companies just without them seeing their advert online. So I'm going to show you the method how we're going to find you know email addresses from Indeed, and then we're going to go on to mass scrape basically every single email on LinkedIn. So it works really good, and we will be using two premium tools for that. So I've shown this method a lot, but it's literally going on Indeed. We're going to look at the best person to contact within the company, and we're literally just going to send them a cold email, and that's it. Yeah, my templates are in the link in the description, so if you want to use those, feel free to go on the website and just copy and paste them and just change whatever the name is and use them like that. So in theory, all we want to do is just type in, let's say, management accountant. This might not be the greatest example, but we just want to go on here, filter out staffing agencies. So we just want employers. And what we want to do is just Google their name, and we want to type LinkedIn at the end. And then we're going to go on and we're going to find the person's contact details here. Yeah. And that is literally it. We're going to go here. And then we're going to type in HR. Actually, we're going to type in recruitment because it works better to search. And the reason we type that is because we want to contact the recruitment manager. Now, we wouldn't go to the chief executive. Whoever tells you that doesn't know what they're doing. You wouldn't possibly go to the operations manager because they know what's happening. But going to the recruitment manager, this recruitment manager has been hired by the chief executive to liaise with recruitment agencies. You're not a multi-billion-pound company where there's a massive sign-off. Then the chief executive gets involved. Yeah, this person's been a resourcing lead. This is what she does. She deals with recruitment agencies and she works internally. That is it. The chief executive hired her to do that job, to be that arm of the function. If she was a HR, she'll be running HR. If she's finance, she'll be making the finance decisions. Sure, she might need sign-off, but she's probably more likely to be the decision maker. Yeah. So going back to that, circling back round, that's probably the easiest method with that. So we'll just use Leadleaper, and let me go to her profile, that would help. So it was a lady called Natalie. There's various tools that will help you find a email address, Leadleaper, or you could do first name dot surname and then the email address would be the website. So megroupholdings.co.uk, so it's first name dot surname and that's the email address. So copy and paste that and you've got your first prospective client that you can email. Now, what would you do if you want to just email loads of recruitment managers? Now, this is a dangerous title because I'm using LinkedIn Recruiter Lite here. Now, it's a dangerous title because you could be contacting recruitment agencies. And I'm going to show you in mass how to use Leadleaper to literally, there's 3 million profiles come up, 3.8 million profiles with recruitment manager in their title. So I might just want to do recruitment manager in the job title instead, recruitment manager. Yeah, and I want them to be a recruitment manager, so I want to it's their current job title. Hit enter and I'll get rid of this at the bottom. Yeah, so I want to see how much recruitment managers are there in the world of the UK. So there's 100k. So if I go to Leadleaper, and what it will do is it will scrape all of these. So it's going to build a list hopefully, and we can narrow the search down dramatically. Yeah, and we can go to view my list, and what we're going to show is all the email addresses here. So these are all the email addresses listed that are possibly verified and not verified. You can mass download these, so you can export them, export all verified leads or portable leads, or probable leads, sorry, or you can just copy and paste them from here. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. It will show you here, so it's a quicker way to do that. There is no way to do it without actually having, I don't think there is a way without actually having LinkedIn Recruiter Lite, but there is a free trial, so go ahead. You will have to have the paid version of Leadleaper. I think you can get a bit, so you get 100 credits per month, but it won't be enough. So in theory, we can go back to the search and we can narrow it down. So we can go over and we can search, where is it? Industry, sorry. So we can type in, let's say pharma, there we go, pharmaceuticals. So we want recruitment managers in the pharmaceutical space, and we can do exactly the same thing. So if we close these off so we can get a better view, we can do exactly the same. It will scrape all of these, and these are the recruitment managers in the pharmaceutical sector, potentially decision makers. So I don't have to even go on Indeed and find out if these people are actually recruiting. What I'm going to do is just send a blanket email to all of them, and off that, like, you would have to filter. So this person is a recruitment business development manager, so he works for I'm guessing a healthcare company. Talent acquisition, so again, it possibly picking up people junior, so you need to play about with the search. Now if you really want to be fancy with it, just go to HR directors. There's hardly any HR directors within recruitment agencies. The other thing you can go is resourcing lead. That's a good job title to search. So you can search, instead of recruitment manager, you can type resourcing lead or resourcing manager. So resourcing people are going to be resourcing manager, and picked up 122. Believe it or not, the industries and not a lot of people actually tag it, so it does narrow it down, but you miss a lot of people. However, 100 is good to do. So instead of going through one by one manually looking at email addresses, excuse me, you can potentially, like, this is resourcing manager at GSK, you can go to leads, download them all, put it into a CSV, upload it, or send it out manually, however you want to do it. Use GMass or whatever you're going to do, and you can literally go through here, find the email addresses, and these are verified or possibly not verified. And yeah, that's probably one of the best ways to do it. There are other tools that will literally scrape from here in mass. I've not found a really good one. That is probably one of the better ways to do it. Now LinkedIn will probably shut off a lot of these features coming up in the future once they work it out. However, I think this is probably the best way to scrape email addresses. LinkedIn, the most effective way would be via going to Indeed, however, finding the actual accounts. Yeah. Excuse me. So I mentioned in the first 3 months, this is what I want you to stick to. I want you to go on here and look at these, start emailing the clients and candidates. After that, what you want to do is go on to here, build up a massive database, and just email shot them from there. So I hope this video has helped. Any questions, do let me know.